Hey, what's up everyone? John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to be directly comparing Babbel and Duolingo. Our team has purchased, used, and thoroughly tested out each of these programs, and now it's time to tell you which we think is better. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, welcome back. I should mention up front here that since I'll just be focusing on the major pros and cons in this video today, if you find you need more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written comparison on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Babbel versus Duolingo. Alright, so out of the gate here, let's compare pricing. So both companies offer multiple subscription options. With Babbel, they offer 4 different plans in total, ranging from around $7 to $14 per month, and the lifetime option costs right around $500 total. So it just depends on how long you want to commit to and pay for in advance. Then switching sides over to Duolingo, they're a little different in that they actually offer a free plan. That's right, totally free. You just need to sign up and you'll have access to around the 20 or so languages that Duolingo covers. But before you get too excited, as you might expect, the free plan does come with some serious downsides. First, Duolingo's free version is ad-supported, which can become really annoying and distract from your main purpose. Second, the free plan comes with a limited amount of hearts, which are essentially just misses or incorrect answers. You start with 5 per day, and if you answer a question incorrectly during a lesson, then you lose a heart. And when your 5 hearts are up, you either need to stop for the day or go back to old lessons in order to earn some hearts back. It can just become very discouraging as you try to learn. And lastly, free users also have a limited amount of test outs. I'll cover the structure and format of the Duolingo lessons in more detail here in a minute, but essentially, if there's a skill or topic that you already know really well and you just want to skip ahead to keep learning new material, you can take a short quiz to test out of that particular topic and move on to the next lesson. But the issue here is that free users only have a very limited amount of test outs that they can use. So again, it's just another annoying aspect of the free account. So if the free plan sounds like it might be too frustrating or limited, which it is for a lot of people out there, Duolingo also offers what they call their Plus plan, which is a paid subscription. It costs $84 per year or $7 per month. And for upgrading to the Plus plan, Duolingo removes those annoying ads, includes unlimited hearts, unlimited test out attempts, and adds personalized lessons to review your mistakes, among other features. So if you compare the paid plans from both companies, pricing is pretty much the same. You're looking at around $7 per month for a full year. So really, it's tough to declare a winner here. But what I will tell you though is that both Babbel and Duolingo are more affordable than other competitors in the language learning space like Rosetta Stone and Pimsleur. And I should also mention that both companies also give consumers the chance to test out their programs before fully committing. With Babbel, you have a 20-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied, and with Duolingo, consumers have a 14-day free trial period to test out the Plus subscription. Also, I should just mention that both Babbel and Duolingo offer deals and special promos from time to time, so be sure to check out the description below for coupon codes. I'll do my best to drop any current discounts that I can find down there for you. And by the way, we work really hard to produce honest, helpful, and informative content, all totally free. So if Babbel or Duolingo end up being the right choice for you, we'd really appreciate it if you would use those links listed down below in the description. That's how you can support us and keep our channel going. And if it turns out that neither Babbel or Duolingo are a great fit, it's no problem. It doesn't matter to me what language learning program you go with. We have a ton of other helpful reviews and comparisons that you can check out. Alright, so next up, let's take a look at the structure of each company's lessons. And really, they're fairly similar in terms of both length and format. So let's go ahead and start with Babbel. Their core lessons are about 10 to 15 minutes in length and go by super fast. And that's because each lesson is made up of several quick-hit interactive drills and exercises. For the first 2 minutes, you might be listening to new words or phrases and then repeating them. Then the lesson will quickly transition into a digital flashcards drill for a few minutes. From there, you might read a short grammatical or conjugation lesson and then reconstruct words or phrases by using your keyboard. And afterwards, you might be asked to complete a fill-in-the-blank exercise by following a mock conversation. It's just a very fast-moving, blended approach, which I found to be engaging and effective. Now, Duolingo's lessons are short as well. In fact, they move even quicker. Each one is only about 5 to 10 minutes long, and like Babbel, the Duolingo lessons are made up of a dozen or so quick-hit interactive drills and exercises that include listening drills, fill-in-the-blank exercises, matching pairs, verbal practice, writing full sentences, and more. So all in all, Duolingo and Babbel are very similar in how they deliver their lessons. Both companies rely on short, interactive exercises that span reading, writing, speaking, and listening. I'm a big fan of how Babbel and Duolingo throw the same content at you in a variety of different ways, all in a very short time frame. I think this really helps to keep you engaged and attentive. And I also think it's great for busy professionals or moms and dads who maybe don't have an hour to dedicate to learning a new language. With Babbel and Duolingo, you just need 5 to 15 minutes per day to knock out lessons and feel like you're making progress. And by the way, if you want to see some examples of the lessons or drills from both companies, be sure to check out our full written comparison. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I have screenshots and examples over there so you can get a better feel for what to expect. Okay, so now that you know Babbel and Duolingo are similar in terms of pricing and lesson format, let's get into the distinct differences between these two and the major pros and cons that I took away after thoroughly testing each program. But before I get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description. It'll take you less than 10 seconds, and hey, you never know. You could win a free subscription to Babbel or Duolingo Plus. Okay, so let's start with the things that I really like about Babbel. Number 1, I like that Babbel incorporates grammar content and exercises into its lessons, whereas with Duolingo, it doesn't seem to be as much of a priority. But the nice thing here is that Babbel doesn't hit you over the head with dense, boring grammatical principles because sometimes I actually think that can do more harm than good, especially at the early stages. Instead, they integrate grammar instruction into their lessons in a very subtle and efficient way. For example, one grammar exercise might include just a quick 1 to 2 sentence explanation in English regarding adjectives versus adverbs. Then Babbel will ask you to complete a fill-in-the-blank drill to reinforce what you just learned. So overall, I just really like that Babbel makes grammar instruction a priority, and I like how they integrate it into their lessons. Okay, number 2, I found that Babbel is better with using natural sentences and phrases, whereas with Duolingo, this seems to be a recurring complaint among consumers. Also, I saw a lot of complaints online regarding incorrect translations within Duolingo as well. Now, to be fair, it does seem like Duolingo has improved in this area as of late, but you still will occasionally come across an awkward sentence or phrase that sort of turns your head, whether from a grammatical perspective or a "wait, what did I just hear" type of confusion. A couple of examples of unnatural sentences or incorrect translations that I saw within the forums were "I'm making dinner out of you" and "the bed is food." It's not the end of the world, it doesn't happen all the time, but it can disrupt and distract your learning process occasionally. So overall, key takeaway here is that Babbel seems to be more consistent and accurate when it comes to using natural sentences and correct translations within its lessons. Alright, moving on. Number 3. I think Babbel does a better job than Duolingo of developing your speaking skills. I just think their verbal exercises are a little bit more robust than the ones that Duolingo integrates with their lessons. With Duolingo, you're really just asked to repeat words and phrases in a vacuum. And Duolingo's voice recognition technology is just okay. I definitely think Babbel wins in that department as well. So overall, when it comes to practicing your conversational skills, I give Babbel the edge over Duolingo. But if I'm being honest, I wouldn't consider either to be industry leaders in this respect. If you value verbal practice over everything else, you may want to check out Pimsleur. Their language programs do a really good job of getting you to remember, repeat, and respond to native speakers in the context of actual conversations. I'll go ahead and link our review of Pimsleur down below for you to check out. Okay, number 4. Babbel offers better live classes than Duolingo. Now to be clear, these classes are not included in Babbel's standard subscription packages. You have to pay extra. But essentially, the company offers hundreds of small group live classes per week across all different learning levels. I'm talking no more than 6 students per class. Each class is typically around 60 minutes long and covers all sorts of different topics. For example, if Spanish is your target language, the class topics might range from medical terms you should use at the doctor's office to how to recognize common street signs to travel destinations in Spain. It really does vary widely. You can go down some serious rabbit holes and learn about some really interesting topics, all while improving your language learning skills. Overall, they're just a fantastic way to dive deeper into specific subjects, interact with your peers, and learn from some experienced teachers. And since there are so many classes, you can basically pick the days and times of the week that work for you and drop in and out of classes as you please. Duolingo, on the other hand, doesn't really offer formal live classes per se. Instead, they give you access to online events where you can connect with other learners to discuss topics in your target language. These online events are definitely useful, they're just not quite as organized or robust as Babbel's live classes. Okay, number 5 here. Babbel just offers more flexibility than Duolingo. For one, with Babbel, you can jump around from level to level or course to course. You're not forced to follow a strict progression. Whereas with Duolingo, they dictate the order in which you complete modules. New modules only become active once you've completed the previous one, or you're able to test out of it early. Another example is that within Babbel's review sessions, they give you the choice of how you want to review. You can choose between flashcards, listening, speaking, or writing. It's pretty awesome. So if you feel you're weak in any particular aspect, you can hammer practice exercises until you gain more confidence. Again, with Duolingo, their lessons, review sessions, and progress quizzes don't offer that sort of flexibility. Okay, let's switch sides now and cover the major pros in favor of Duolingo. And the first one has to be the fact that they offer a free version, which is great. I love the fact that their language learning programs are accessible to everyone. But I do just need to set some expectations here. As I mentioned earlier, there are some definite downsides that come along with that free price tag. Most notably, the ads can become distracting and annoying. It's not bad at first, but then it can start to wear on you over time. And the heart system can also be discouraging. Again, hearts basically mean mistakes. With the free version, you have a limited amount of mistakes, so if you make too many, you have to stop and either review old lessons in order to earn more hearts or just give up for the day. Which, from reading a lot of the forums online, that's what a lot of folks end up doing, especially when many of the mistakes come from typos, not actually incorrect answers. Those are really the two biggest drawbacks of the free version. Okay, next up, number 2 in favor of Duolingo are all the extra resources they offer. This includes short stories to sharpen your reading and listening skills, forums so you can connect with other learners to talk about your tips, their language learning experiences, discover fun language learning games to play, get answers to all of your questions, and more. It's really wide open. Duolingo also includes access to their podcast as well as a translation dictionary. But perhaps my favorite resource are the online events that I mentioned earlier where you can directly interact with other learners. These are great free resources that learners can take advantage of. Okay, so last up here in favor of Duolingo, I like that they try to gamify the learning experience. As you complete each lesson, you earn experience points, or XP points for short, as well as Duolingo currency known as Lingots. The XP points relate to your daily goals and allow you to track your progress, while the Lingots can be used to purchase additional features within the Duolingo store. I'm also a big fan of Duolingo's dashboard, their digital platform, and all the visual reminders that they provide in general. Their dashboard is super clean and easy to navigate. It includes a daily goal tracker, a scoreboard where you can compete against other users, you can invite friends, keep track of your achievements and streaks, etc., etc. All of this creates a very fun, collaborative environment to keep you motivated and on track. So Duolingo definitely gets 2 big thumbs up from that perspective. And that about does it for all the detail in this comparison. So let's get to the final verdict. Should you choose Babbel or Duolingo? Well, after thoroughly testing each program, I'd have to give the edge to Babbel. Although the two companies are similar in several respects, I just think Babbel is the better overall language learning program. Sure, I like that Duolingo offers a free version as long as you can stomach some of the negatives that come along with it, but if you're serious about learning a new language, I think Babbel is the better bet. I like that Babbel makes grammar more of a priority, they're more consistent and accurate when it comes to using natural sentences and correct translations. I think Babbel is better for practicing your conversational skills, their live classes are organized and well executed, and their platform overall just allows for more flexibility. So all in all, Babbel gets the win here. And that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to learn more about Babbel or Duolingo or see that full written comparison that I talked about earlier in this video, make sure to jump over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We have a ton of great content. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.